Hi, so in this video I'm going to talk about my own personal journey losing 120 pounds. So about 4 years ago, in early 2010, I weighed 290 pounds and my health was in a pretty poor state. Didn't have energy to do anything, kind of depressed. It was a really rough semester at school and I wasn't doing too well socially as well. And just a lot of things not going well. Actually, I had, at that time, I was actually had high cholesterol and I was 21. So my health was not going in a good direction. So after that semester, I came home, came back from school, and I was just hitting rock bottom with my health and emotionally as well. And a close friend of mine said, you know, why don't you just try going for a bike ride? We had to pick up something up at the local convenience store. So, you know, it's just a mile and a half. You could try it. You know, biking made me lose weight in the past. So, went out and tried it. And, oh boy, that was a real wake-up call. I mean, there was this little hill nearby. We go up the hill, and most of the rest of it was flat. And getting up that hill, that was just like wave of reality just hitting me like a ton of bricks, and I could hardly get up that hill. I had to actually walk up it, and now I go up and down that to cool down. So, but back then I just couldn't even get up it. I had to walk it, and then eventually got to the CVS, and man, I felt like I was going to throw up, and it was so hot and sweating, and it was awful. So it was a huge wake up call for me. I was like, look, if you don't fix this, you're going to die. All right? Like, you'll probably be dead by the age you're like 30 or 40. So, you know, reality just kind of smacked me right in the head, and I knew I had to fix something. So, that was my wake-up call, and I just went, you know, all right, I'm going to do this. I got to do something, so I'll just bike, try this out, and I was motivated just like that. And next bike ride I took, I decided to go 6 miles one way to it was having a walk for lupus to raise money for lupus research, and was going to meet someone who I met in college there, and went there, and it was a 90-degree, what was it, like high 90s and humid that day. And here I was, like 120 pounds heavier than I am now, going 6 miles with almost zero fitness. So I remember that day very well, and how hard that was. I had to stop at a grocery store to buy like a whole case of water because I was sweating like crazy. I remember getting there saying, like, you know, to the person that I was meeting, saying, like, I'm going to, you know, get in shape and stuff. And like, how far did you go? 6 miles. And I just thought it was crazy. And, but it was crazy, but I felt good about it. Cause like, I'm just going to do this, you know, just take back my life. Enough with the, you know, feeling sad and not sleeping properly and staying up late and pulling all-nighters and just feeling like crap. You know, I just was like, I want to get my health back. I want to get my happiness back. I want to do something. Take my life back. So that summer, I just started riding around with my friend and the guy who suggested I go for a bike ride with him. So that the rest was history that summer. Just spent that summer since I was off from school, we would just go around to like different places. You know, go around the local area, do some errands, pick up groceries, just all kinds of things just to get places. And yeah, and he helped me, and he was really motivating me to go further. And it was really helpful to have someone to do that. But it was also my own personal willpower to get through that, because now, I mean, I asked him like about a year ago about our original bike trip, and he was like, I saw, I remember you getting nauseous, and I was like, he was saying this. He was saying, "Oh man, he's probably not going to do this at all because, who would want to keep doing this because it was so like obviously uncomfortable." But for me, that motivated me because it was in my eyes, it was a wake up call. So I just went for it, and that summer was really like, don't want to be cheesy or anything, but it was magical. Like it was truly awesome. Like just got to spend time with my friend, biking around, and getting the fresh air and sweat. It all just felt really good. Yeah, that was an amazing summer. And I just was dropping tons and tons of weight. I mean, probably a lot of it was water, but a lot of it was fat too. I think it dropped like about 40 pounds, I think, that first summer. So yeah, I was really into it. I loved biking, and it felt really good. And yeah, and there was there was a lot of roads I would take around here, and one of them was, there was a spot where I would like do like a bit of a Z, and it would go uphill, and I would always struggle with it the whole summer. I would never be able to make it up that hill. Every day that I went to it, those 3 months, I couldn't do it. And by the end of the summer, some day in like late August, I think, like I was by myself actually at that time. I was riding up it, and every time I went up that hill, I would feel my legs burn. And every time it would just wind me, and it would win me over, and I would just not be able to make it up because it would burn pretty bad. But I eventually made it all the way up that one time in August, just pushed right through it. I remember getting to the top of that hill and just feeling so amazing. Like I remember riding over the top of it and like just screaming, "Yes!" Like it felt that amazing. That feeling is so great to know you're making progress, you're getting stronger, losing weight, getting healthier. All of it was just amazing. So the rest of it was history. I mean, I was hooked on biking and getting healthy. I was feeling the results. So that was about it. That was it. And after that, with diet-wise, I was slowly eating leaner things. I didn't know that I'd eventually become vegan, but at the time, I would just eat things that were less fatty. So that meant like eating less meat and dairy. And slowly over time, I realized, hey, I'm kind of just slowly going vegan here. So, and then also eventually got a new bike in 2012 because I wanted to take my fitness to the next level. Got like a nice road bike, and tried to like find a new goal. Since I already lost the weight by that point, I was like 2.5 years in. I was like, well, what now? I lost my weight. Well, let's just get stronger. So I went online to try and search for like an event or goal or something I could find. I was like, let's do like a hill climb or a mountain climb somewhere, and found Mount Washington in New Hampshire, and saw the event page, and it was like 7.6 miles with an average gradient of 12%. I was like, that's crazy. That's absolutely insane. But I'm going to go for it. Let's just do it. And sat down and got a training plan together. Was using a training plan. And from about February all the way to August, I was just going to do this thing. So I had this training plan and I would go through every day. And was just going to be committed and just get it done. And paid off. Actually did make it up Mount Washington, and I have a sticker. I didn't put it on my bike yet, but I should. But yeah, so that was amazing getting to the top of Mount Washington. Despite all the training, it was still like the hardest thing ever. I remember going up and feeling like my back was going to split in two, but I just had to relax, just push through and just enjoy the experience. That's the most important thing, is just enjoy the journey. And got up to the top. And I remember at the very top, I actually collided with someone because he went in front of me, and I was trying to clear his wheel, and I clipped it and went down. And I had this huge bruise that just swelled up on my shin, and I was just like, well, I'm like a few feet from the top. I could see it right there. It was that last like 22% wall, and I was like in all this pain. And when I fell down, all my muscles cramped, and I was like, I'm here now. 7 months spent. I'm gonna just do it, and pushed myself up to the top of that mountain. It felt amazing. There were lots of pain, but it felt amazing. So, just sharing my journey with you. Hope it inspires, and yeah, just choose something that sounds insane, and just go for it. Go for it. Just go with it. Every fiber of your being. Just take back. If you're suffering from being, overweight and depressed, just go for it. It's your life. No one's gonna do it for you. You have to do it yourself. And just, like I've saying it 100 times now, just gotta do it. Just go for it, and you'll feel amazing. Enjoy the journey, and go for it.